Hello, my sweet crafty friends. It's Monique with Grace and Tattered Lace. You guys, I cannot believe I was on my personal page going live. I am such a ding dong. Anyways, you guys know the drill. If you don't see that little red light up there, you know that you are on the replay. Make sure you type exclamation point replay. Let me know you were here. Let me know what you thought of today's craft. Let me know what you would have done with a cute little vintage thermos. All right, come on in, my sweet friends. I hope that you guys are doing fabulous. I was on my personal page. Come on in. Sorry, I'm just a minute or so late. Oh, goodness. Welcome, you guys. Welcome so much to Let's Talk Turkey, hosted by my sweet friend Lisa Brown over at Brown Eyes Girl Crafting and Miss Shar from Shar's Art from the Heart. I hope that you guys are having a fabulous day. I hope that you have enjoyed all of the amazing crafters and you've walked away with some fun ideas. Hello, you guys. I'm sorry that I've missed saying hello to some of you, but I'm a couple minutes late. And you guys that didn't catch, I was on my personal page. So many of my friends that don't know that I have a business crafting page do now. Come on in, you guys. Come on in. I'm so happy to have you guys here. Last week we did the Vintage and Thrifted event, and I think it was last week, was it not? Anyway, we had the Vintage and Thrifted event, and I had a different thermos that I did. And I did buy this because I wasn't sure if I was going to find something that I was happy with. So let's do something with this one. Hello, L and L Lucky Crafts. Thank you, my sweet friend Sparky Chris, for sprinkling. Hello, Pam. Thank you, Lisa. I was on my personal page. That was the delay. For those of my friends that didn't know that I had a business page, they do now. Okay, you guys, let's get started. First things first, I have this nice wide mouth thermos. So first thing I'm going to do, I just loved it. Isn't that so cool? I love that it's just like, you know, vintagey and tattered looking. Oh, goodness. I hope my friends can find me because they are now sending messages. They can't find me. Hopefully they find me. Hello, Cheryl, Miss Sweet Cheryl from M&C Treasures. Thank you for sprinkling. Sent the turkey to the market. Hello, Miss Shar. Okay, you guys, how am I going to make an angel, a harvest angel on the top of this with this crazy neat little thing? Thanks, Anna, but you know what? I had a sweater on and I was eating some chili and I dribbled it all over my beautiful white sweater. So I'm going to use this little cone and we're going to stick this in the bottom. I'm going to put some glue in there. That's going to kind of hold down the fort inside. So let's start with just putting some glue down there. You guys, if you're new, make sure, now, Shar, I was on the wrong page, friend. That's what I get. Usually I go on my business page thinking I'm on my personal page. This time I was on my personal page thinking I was on the business page. Yes, okay. So, you guys, if you're new, please say hello. My name is Monique with Grace and Tattered Lace. I am here coming to you live from Georgia. I'm close to Savannah. Now we're going to use this floral foam. I cut it to fit right in there, and I have a couple scrap pieces that we're going to sit right here on the top of our other styrofoam. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit of glue, but to get these little guys to stick all in there down together. And yes, I want that to be sticking up just a little bit. I'm going to use some Dollar Tree skewers. Yes, Caroline, I was on the wrong page. So I probably have many friends that have known me for a very long time that don't know that I do this because I don't publicize it. Hello, Stephanie. I'm just shoving these little skewers right down in there to kind of hold it all together. Thank you, Debbie. Hello, Patty. Oops, and look at that. It is coming, it's popping right out. All right. Now, hopefully that's not gonna pop out. Hi, Brenda, how are you today? I hope that you guys are all fabulous. I hope that you've enjoyed all of the crafters today. Now, I took a small piece of fabric. I got this at Walmart some time ago, you guys. Hello, Cheryl. And I did the basting stitch on it so that we have like a little ruffle going on. We're going to use this to go right around our little angel's neck, okay? No worries, Patty. No worries. We are making a harvest angel using an old vintage thermos. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of pull this tight. I'm just going to stitch these two pieces together to kind of help keep it there. Chris, he's doing good. He's doing good. He's sitting out there watching TV right now. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Gail. How are you girls doing today? Thanks, Joan. Okay, and then I'm going to use some of those floral pins to stick it into the foam so that it does stay together. You're doing good. Awesome. I love to hear that. What's everybody doing? Is anybody multitasking, watching crafters and doing something fun? I am not. Joey, I got this fabric at Walmart. Now, I did get it. It's a couple years old, but I'm pretty sure they still have it there. It is really a really nice little fabric. It just has like some vintage printing on it. It's super cute. You're just watching, everybody. Awesome. I was kind of multitasking, sitting on the couch, watching TV and crafters, but I wasn't really watching TV, to be honest. Okay, so I have these little little greenery pins that they came from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to stick some in here. I'm gonna go right through my fabric and just kind of make sure that it is stuck in so that the fabric doesn't fall off, okay? Hello, Miss Charlene. Watching crafting, yes. I just want to sit and do nothing once we get this. Once mine is done, I want to sit and watch everybody and enjoy. This morning I was watching Miss Joey while I was in the shower. I didn't tell her that, but yeah, I was chatting with you guys while I was in the shower. It's a good thing that the camera's not a two-way camera while we're watching everybody, because goodness gracious, that would have been a scary sight for sure. Hi, Judy. Hello, Gail. Hello, Miss Stephanie Wisby. All right, I'm just trying to put a little bit of glue between the foam and the thermos, because it is popping out just a little bit, but I want it to stay secure. Okay. My base is a darling vintage thermos. So, yes, Joey. Managed like chit-chatting with you too. I was actually chatting with you while I was in the shower. That was fun. And I won't lie, I kind of do that often, you guys. Okay, so we're going to use this cute little pumpkin for our Harvest Angel's head. Isn't that the cutest idea? I didn't have any foam balls big enough, so this is what we're going to use. I'm going to put a little bit of moss on here, kind of cover up that green foam. So before I get that all the way down, I want to put some moss. I'll tell you something funny, Joey. I was in the shower, and of course, you know, you're playing away. And Kevin walks in. He's like, who are you talking to? And he goes, he's like, who are you watching in the shower? Where is it at? And he couldn't figure out where the phone was at. It was funny. Sorry. Oh, no worries, Charlene. Girl, I went live on my personal page. Hello, Caroline, 55 in North Carolina. I have no idea what the weather is like here. It is chilly today. I think it's supposed to be in like the mid 60s. Okay, almost done with that. I've been battling a cold, and Kevin wants to go out to like a little local town is having some sort of festival today, but I'm not sure. Wouldn't know. Oh, you forgot to get the floral pins. Oh no. See if you can order some on Amazon. Okay. There is what we have going on so far. Dolores, welcome, sweet friend. We're going to make a harvest angel using this cute old vintage thermos. All right, and if you're new, please let me know if you're new. I love new friends. Everybody here is always so friendly. Okay, so now I didn't want to go with all green. I mean, like fall colors, because some of you guys now already into harvest are already dealing with Charlene, awesome. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Welcome, Marie. Some of you guys are actually dealing with snow already in the fall. And so I thought this cute little foliage that I got from Walmart. Let me just show you the pic. It's kind of picked over at this point, but this is what it looked like. And it was a very big sprig that came from a Walmart, okay? Anyway, I just thought that this would be pretty to kind of coordinate this with a little bit of greenery leaves. So we're just going to kind of spread these around, kind of like we did with our little snowman, like so. And then we'll put some greenery in, some green leaves, that is, or fall leaves, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. Like that. Hello, Kim. Hello, Nancy. Thanks, Marie. And we'll have to figure out which side I'm going to make as the front and which side is going to be the back. And I'm just going to kind of go those all the way around. Thank you so much for sprinkling, Melanie. I appreciate it. Hello, Tony. Hi, Kathy. And I'm just kind of taking these little pins. I'm putting like 2 of these little pieces of greenery together and just kind of trying to stick them together in this pin so that I don't have to use as many pins. Something fun for her little wings. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Mitzi. Thank you. No worries, Deborah. Okay. Let's just do one more on this side. And then we'll put some like some fall greenery on here. So there's what we have so far, you guys. And then I have just a small sprig. Okay, we're not going to use that pumpkin. Diana, this turntable came from Dollar General, and it was wooden, and I just covered it. I'll give you guys a little tip. I just covered it with some paper that came from Dollar Tree, and if you put wax over the top of it, I'll show you this little trick right here since it is dirty. Thank you, Erin. If you cover the paper with wax, it becomes like waterproof and very easy to cover. And I don't know if you guys can see that, how dirty that is. Let's take a little wipey. This is some paint. And it will just wipe right off. Normally, on paper, your paint is not going to wipe off. So you can see how it just came right off. Came right off. My thing is clean, and this is going to last me quite some time. Just a little tidbit for those of you that have one of these. All right, really quick, let's go back to this. This little thing of greenery did come from Hobby Lobby. And we're just going to use a couple of these little leaves on the sides. Maybe these little berries. Definitely not the pumpkin. The pumpkin is too big. What kind of wax did I use? I used my Bear Wax from Home Depot. This one right here. You want a nice, easy, softer, clear wax. And it'll work just fine. And let's see, let's get back to the front. And I'm not sure I like those little flowers, those little leaves on there. So we might pass on those, but I definitely want to try this one. See how this looks, or maybe we just use some. No. And I'm not liking that either. So I did have this already prepped and I had planned on using this. So this is, I'm not sure, I got this at Hobby Lobby. And I don't remember what it was called, and I'm pretty sure that I threw the package away. But look at how gorgeous this stuff is. Oh, golly Moses. Sweet Annie would look super pretty in this, but I don't have any Sweet Annie. Thank you, Louise. So we're just going to use some of this. So I've just kind of trimmed it down to fit in here into our little foam. Just to give it a little bit of extra color underneath her little head. Cynthia, I'm still definitely fighting a cold. I want this to kind of go up, not straight out. I'm definitely still fighting a cold, and it has been a good challenge, but I'm okay, not too bad. Yeah, it looks really similar to Sweet Annie. It is not Sweet Annie, though. For those of you that are on the hunt for Sweet Annie, it's definitely a good alternative, and I did get it at Hobby Lobby. It was in the floral section, obviously by the fall flowers. Okay. And these are not going in as much as I had planned they would. Debbie, this particular one was not in like where the dried flowers were at. It was by the fall flowers. Okay. Their dried flowers are really on an aisle, a separate aisle. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of going up into the foam because I don't want them to just stick straight out. So I want them to be in there with a little bit of color, but not huge. not sticking straight out because they're a little bit stiffer and they were sticking straight out. So I don't know if you guys can see that. No worries. Tracy, how are you doing today? Good to see you. All right, I'm probably just going to cut a little bit more. Thank you, Debbie. I didn't cut a whole lot because I didn't know how much I was going to need, and I obviously don't want to trim them all the way down if I wasn't going to use it. So we'll just cut a few more. All right. Who's doing what for Thanksgiving? Like where are you guys going? Are you doing Thanksgiving at your house? Are you going somewhere? Do you cook full meals? What do you guys do? Okay. Probably what would be really easy for a lot easier to get this in is if you used a little bit of floral wire that has the little wooden picks on the end, and you can stick them in there. That would probably have made this a little bit easier to get things to stick in. But there's what we have so far, you guys. On your house, 15 people, including your grandchildren. All right, let's put this off to the side for just a minute because I want to show you what we're going to do for the wings. Your mother-in-laws, you take some side dishes with you. Thanksgiving there. Okay, so I used some heavy-duty rebarb wire. Okay, this came from Home Depot. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I've just taken, thank you, Cindy, so much for the stars, my sweet friend. Just your hubby and you. Friendsgiving. I took enough wire and I made 2 loops and kind of just twisted a nice little knot right there in the middle. If you guys can see that. And I went ahead and glued one side because I don't know how long it was going to take, and I'm short on time, and so I wanted to make sure we had time. So I did cut the fabric a little bit bigger than my wire so that we can glue right around the outside edges of this. And then we'll just use some hot glue. Crafting on that weekend with your kids. You grabbed some cute canvas bags from Dollar General. Dina, I can't wait to see what you do with them, girl. You do so many fun crafts. Okay, so I'm just going to put some hot glue around the edge. And I'm just going to do a little bit at a time because, you know, your hot glue tends to cool off pretty easily, and so I don't want to have to put multiple layers. Your sister cooks and you, oops, I missed what that said. It went away so fast. And you cook the pies, going to your daughter's house for dinner and seeing your grandson. Oh, Diana, that's awesome. Okay. Let's just keep on going. Now, has anybody been able to find any cute thrifted thermoses or one in your cupboards? I had an idea for those that can't find one, using an old, just water, regular one, current jug with a stencil. Now, the wings I've made using some lace that comes on a fabric bolt from Hobby Lobby. I stained it with my coffee grunge mixture and then put it on the oven to bake for a tad bit in the oven. And there we go. There's the cute little wings. You went to the thrift store today and you didn't look. Oh my goodness. Girlfriend, what were you thinking? You forgot. All right, I'm going to use my a Pringles can. Absolutely, Lisa Siegel, a Pringles can. Get some of you that beautiful cardstock paper from Hobby Lobby that has like the plaid prints on it. Oh, darling. I'm just gonna grunge the edges up just a little bit Actually, I'm going to take this out because I don't want to ruin my little paper on there. I'm going to do it on here for 1 second. Rough those edges up. So it doesn't look like they just got cut out with scissors. All right. I meant to do half of this earlier and I forgot. Okay, let's see. Happy Veterans Day to any of our veterans out there. My gosh, I forgot to say that. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your family members' service, for you, sacrificing your family and your loved ones to be off to provide us our freedom. Gosh, I'm so sorry that I did not say that earlier. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know Stephanie Wisby, her husband is in the military, and if anybody else has a family member or themselves that have served, please let us know. Lisa, my sweatshirt is from Shein. Also, what are the dimensions of the wings? The wings are, oh my gosh. Starts at 24, so they're looking like they're about 14 inches. They're about 14 inches wide. And my word, you guys are asking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're about 8 inches from top to bottom and 14 inches from side to side. Also, you guys, half a gallon of milk jug and cut in half coffee creamer jug. Absolutely, Diana. One of my sweet followers, many of you guys know my sweet friend Wendy Jones. She fell this week. She has fractured her spine and is waiting to hear from a surgeon for surgery. She's in quite a bit of pain and is very anxious to hear from her surgeon, and I would love for you guys to keep her in her prayers and her surgeons as she moves forward for her surgery. I'm going to use these same pins, okay? I can see you guys making comments, and I'm sorry I can't engage with all of those comments or I will run out of time like normal. But I'm just going to use these little pins, and this is what's into the styrofoam thing back here. And that is what is going to hold our sweet little girl's angel wings on. Okay. Oh my goodness. My wire was 100% not even on both sides, which I am totally fine with. I think it will be just cute being a little catty-wampa and not perfect. Let's get this in there. There we go. There we go. Oh my goodness, what do you guys think? Okay. Gosh, I didn't think about what to put right here for her. I have a little piece of, what is this? Pipberry that came from Dollar Tree that I've kind of woven together to make her a sweet little halo, just like so. Okay. And we'll just use probably this sweet little thing that I have right here because it is perfect. Do I want to put these in here or not? Let me relook at these little berries. Not really liking those. Okay. Hi, Shayna. How are you? Oops, I just broke that. All right. She needs a sweet little bow or something right here at the top. And then we're going to do something super, super cute to put her on a stand. And let me just see if I have something to put on a bow. I've got this sweet little fabric here. Thank you, Judy. Aw, thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Mitzi. Hi, Pearl. I just have this like little plaid ribbon that I did find at Dollar Tree. And we're just going to put that right here on the front of her as her little bow. Because I don't want anything big to take away from her. Thank you, Kimmery. And I have this, which I just broke, and I broke both of them apparently, and I have these little leather tags that came from Dollar Tree. And okay, let me put my little Lazy Susan back up here. Hello, Christine from Indiana. Welcome. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate your kind comments. It really means a lot. You guys don't forget to sprinkle. Don't forget to, you know, show some love with those little floaty hearts. And I think just so cute. She's just going to be so simple with this little tag and a little bow. And I think I'll just do it right there. And then I have one more little thing to show you guys, okay? Hi, Debbie. We are live, sweet friend. I'm going to show you a little stand that we're going to make to put her on. And we got 10 minutes, and I think we should have just enough time. So don't go away because I am not done. And thank you to my sweet friend Lisa Brown and Miss Shar at Brown Eyed Girls Crafting and Shar's Art from the Heart for putting this event together. Let's Talk Turkey. Miss Tracy from My Sweet Home Living for feeding us in to Craft Around the Clock. If you're not a member of either one of those groups, I'd love to have you guys come on in. Hi, Sharon. Welcome. We're so happy to have you here. Any other new friends? Look at how sweet that is, you guys. Just think she's so cute. And I don't know if I want to glue her little halo because I kind of like when it goes a little cattywampa. But we're going to leave it for now because I want to show you one more little thing that we're going to make to put her on. Thank you, Patty. Thanks, Lisa. All right, so I have this cute little breadboard that Kevin cut out for me. I just love the shape. I did already stain most of it. Okay. And I just want to show you how I stained it really quick because it really looks like my favorite DIY Dark and Decrepit. Okay. I think that the color looks very similar. I'm going to spritz it really quick with some water. And I'm going to use my Magnolia paste. Woo, a lot of water. And the color is not that one. What did I do with it? Oh my gosh, what did I put it? It's hiding over here. Hi, Dee. The color is chocolate brown, chalk paste, okay? Haven't seen you for a while, girl. Hope you're doing good. I'm just gonna take my little squeegee and I'm gonna put some right here on here, like so. I'm gonna use my little white bee. Hi, Carol. I'm just gonna spread it around as a stain. I'm gonna put a little bit more water on here and a little bit more paint. I hear you, girl, I hear you. A little more paint. I got 7 minutes and we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. I'm not gonna stress myself out, but just look at the color of this, you guys. The wood just grabs this. You can go as light or as dark as you want, but look at that. Hi, Sandy, how are you? Awful. Oh no, I'm sorry you're hurting, girl. Prayers for you. Prayers for you. You guys make sure that you guys don't leave, that you guys stick around, because there is going to be another crafter. I cannot spill the beans on who the next crafter is, but I know you will be very happy to see who the next crafter is. So make sure that you are a member on either Craft Around the Clock or Creatives Depot, so that you can see who's next and what fun thing that they're doing for our Let's Talk Turkey event. All right. Oh my word. Trying to hurry. Thanks, Lynette. Trying to hurry because we got what? I got 6 minutes. Yes, Dee, thank you. This board will be in the shop, available for purchase. We're gonna quickly, Susan, my husband cut the board. Now, we're gonna use the other side since it's dry, okay? Okay, now, the magic. This amazing stencil. We are going to put this on this board and make this gorgeous. Five minutes. Now, I did not fuzz this. This is a very well-loved stencil. I have used it multiple times. And we're just gonna hurry and get this done. Susan, you're new, welcome. Yes, all he does is cuddle that dog anymore, Dee. That's all he does, girlfriend. Debbie, the stencil came from my Magnolia shop. I did not put a link in. I didn't even think of that. I will post a link when I post the picture, the final picture. I will post a link in the comment for both the board and the stencil. So if you want that information, it will be there. So make sure you come back over to my page, Grace and Tattered Lace, when either later today or after a bit, I will post a picture. And I want to do the sides because I want this to kind of show. Now, my plans, obviously I didn't have quite enough time, but my plans are to use a little bit of the to use 4 little wooden beads on the bottom. Now the tricky part. Some beads on the bottom, wooden beads, to make a little stand to make this be a tabletop riser. Okay, now you can use this 2 ways. You can use it just as a cutting board or as a tabletop riser. Now, let's see how gorgeous this looks. Not bad for trying to hurry. A little off kilter, but that's all right. Wowzers. Give me 1 second, you guys. We're trying to start a fire by turning this on by itself. Now you can do this stencil all the way up or just part way, whichever suits your fancy. But look at how pretty that looks. You can do multiple colors. You can just do a small portion, anything. And this stencil is absolutely gorgeous. You can use it on so many projects. All right, now, I got 2 minutes. I hope this is dry enough. I wanted to put, I don't know if we have enough time. I got 2 minutes. Isn't it beautiful? Let's see if I can get this through. Probably not fast enough, but we will try. Use this little twig. I just wanted to put like a little piece of twine right here. Tie this off. Okay, just a little piece of twine. Okay, and then let me just show you what I plan on putting on the bottom because we're not going to have time now. Do you use it as a cutting board? Yes, Susan, if you want to use it as a cutting board, you definitely can seal it, but you need to make sure that you get food safe sealer. Okay, you can find that on Amazon. But we will use, you can use a couple of these little wooden pegs underneath. These came from Hobby Lobby. You can just glue these on with some wood glue. Like so. We will pretend. And there's your little riser. And there is our little angel right there on our riser. Yes, you could absolutely use it as a charcuterie board. Absolutely, Lynette. And there's so many options that you can do with a stencil, or leave it plain if you don't want anything on the front of it and you just wanted to leave it plain. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for spending your time with me this afternoon. Let me see. I got this in the way. But you guys, my time is up. I appreciate you coming and spending time with me. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you will look for a thermos and make something fun, whether it is a snow angel or a snowman like I did last weekend. But you guys have a fabulous day. Please make sure you refresh and check out the next crafter. And I'll see you over there. Bye-bye.